Hello. Uh, since my parents are incapable of letting me take a nap these days, I figured I'd do a mid 2 week wait update and let you guys know what's going on in my little world lately. So today is October 14th. It's Wednesday, and um, my husband and I's 5 year wedding anniversary is in 2 days on the 16th, which is Friday. So looking forward to that. We were kind of hoping when this whole process started that, we were trying to count the weeks and see exactly when we'd be able to test and, when all of that would happen. We were kind of hoping that it would fall on the weekend of our anniversary, but we missed it by a couple days. But I think we'll be okay. Next week, Wednesday, this time next week, I will be back home from Chicago. I have to go down in the morning to take my beta, and by midday, I will probably be somewhere trying to completely distract myself from whatever news I'm going to get around 3 o'clock next week, Wednesday. So I don't have anything planned for that day except that my husband's going to work. He's going to only work a half day on Wednesday so he can be home with me when we get the news. So I don't really know just yet where we're going to be. I kind of want to go to dinner that night, but then I also don't want to be out in public if we get bad news. I will probably be a blubbering idiot. So I don't know. We've got to figure something out for next Wednesday to get me and probably him just as much distracted from the news we'll get. So what's going on symptom wise with me? Well, by now the hormones are probably starting to subside a bit. And some of the symptoms that I was having a couple days ago are not as prevalent today or yesterday. I did specifically, today is Wednesday, so Monday I was having, actually Sunday and Monday, I was having these kind of nauseous spells every couple of hours. Every, I'd say 2.5 to 3 hours, I would get like this sick feeling, like I feel like I'm gonna throw up, and then all of a sudden this big rush of like heartburn immediately after. And I've never had heartburn before in my life. So in an effort to not read the tiniest bit into every single thing, I just dismissed it. But it happened a couple more times each day. Last night when I was changing the bed, I was putting pillowcases, or changing the pillowcases, and I got really dizzy where I like stumbled, and that kind of freaked me out because I was standing flat-footed on the floor with both feet, and I wasn't doing anything strenuous. I was just changing the pillowcase, so that kind of freaked me out last night. But again, nothing that you can really read anything into consistently. Something that was interesting though was yesterday morning. So I guess Monday night I slept a lot on my stomach, and when I woke up, I was in just such excruciating pain. It felt like somebody had kind of whacked me across the chest with a 2x4. And when I turned over, it was just, I kind of looked down to try to thinking like maybe I'm bleeding all over the place or something. But my nipples were so huge, and I think it was just, I would imagine I could equate this feeling to how new moms feel after delivery, where they feel kind of engorged, or where their milk starts coming in or coming down. I would imagine it feels similar to this. I could be wrong because I've never had that feeling before, but that's kind of what I equate it to. But it was just very painful. So I tried to sleep most of the day yesterday. I did go out to get a pedicure, and then I came right back home. But other than that, I'm not really, this is the mind game part of the weight, where the first week a ton of the hormones are still in your system, and so you're really not, the symptoms that you're having are usual, or kind of go along with the hormones that you've been injecting yourself with for the last 2 weeks solid. And now that those hormones begin to those levels begin to drop because you're not doing injections anymore, now is where the mind games kind of come into play a little bit. So I I have watched, I don't know, I think I'm on like movie number 28 or 29 by now, but my guess is I will be somewhere close to 60 by the time the next week is over with. So I'm just trying to stay busy, in the house at least. I really can't do the projects that I had planned on doing while I was home during this time. I wanted to repaint the office. I wanted to, steam clean the carpets. I wanted to move the basement around, the furniture around in the basement. I mean, I wanted to do all of these things, and I wanted to paint the hallway going down to the basement and the ceiling and hang some pictures, and I can't do any of that. So I'm done with my book. I read Ted Kennedy's book, and it's a very thick book. I didn't think I would get through all 400 pages of it, but I did. And it was a good book. I recommend it for those of you that are avid readers. It's a really good read. Couple things I didn't necessarily agree with, but just like any book, some people are going to agree, some people aren't. So that's what I'm doing. It's about 11:30 on, today is Wednesday, so I'm gonna try to get another nap in this afternoon. And I've got a massage tonight that I'm looking forward to. My post-transfer acupuncture was on Monday. That went really well. She did not use the heating lamp this time because, of course, you don't want your body temperature to get high or anything. So that went well. Also wanted to mention I did have a little bit of that, what I would consider or think or choose to believe to be sort of some implantation cramping. Now, honestly, my assumption is that I'm pregnant. It's too early to tell. I am trying at this point to stay as calm as possible. I don't know, obviously, and I won't know for another week, but I'm trying to stay very optimistic, and we'll see. But right now, I'm pregnant and nobody can tell me otherwise. And the joke that last night I ran an errand with my mom to a furniture store, and the two parking spots closest to the door said for expecting moms and moms with babies. And I said, hey, I should have parked there. So, little side joke, but that's what's going on with me. I've got another 8 days to go, and I'm sure, I'll probably by this time next week I'll be swinging from chandeliers trying to find things to do because I'm just so utterly bored. But that's what's going on. We've got a couple days, and we've got a big weekend. I don't know what's planned this weekend for our anniversary. We were supposed to go to Hawaii this year, but as another video I saw on YouTube, the girl said, IVF is very expensive, and it is very much so. So much to the tune that it cost us our Hawaii trip for our anniversary, for our 5th year anniversary. But nonetheless, this is more important, and so we are grateful that we were able to do this, and that's where we are. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.